What if everything we've been told about success and happiness is actually backward? Welcome to our channel, The Book Digest. In The Happiness Advantage, Shawn Achor challenges a deeply ingrained belief that success leads to happiness. Instead, he flips the script, arguing that happiness is the foundation for success. Rooted in the cutting-edge science of positive psychology and his extensive research at Harvard, Achor reveals that our brains perform significantly better when positive. This isn't just a feel-good concept. It's a powerful tool that unlocks higher productivity, creativity, and resilience, helping us thrive in every aspect of our lives. Achor's first principle, the happiness advantage, lays the groundwork by showing how happiness fundamentally rewires our brains. It's not about blind optimism, but a conscious cultivation of a positive mindset. He draws on neuroscience, explaining that dopamine, the neurotransmitter linked to happiness, not only elevates our mood, but also sharpens our learning and problem-solving skills. The numbers are compelling. Happy doctors make diagnoses 19% faster, employees are 31% more productive, and sales professionals achieve 37% better results. This advantage isn't abstract, it's a tangible asset. By incorporating positive visualization and cultivating uplifting environments, we can see marked improvements in our work and relationships. Think of athletes using mental imagery to enhance performance, or teachers creating joyful classrooms that inspire better learning outcomes. The evidence is clear. Positivity is a necessity for thriving in our demanding world. Next, Achor introduces the fulcrum and the lever, a principle that explores the immense power of perspective. Just like in physics, where a small shift in the fulcrum can move a heavy object, changing our mental fulcrum, our mindset, and applying effort strategically can dramatically amplify our results. We can't always control external events, but we always have the power to choose the narrative we apply to them. Achor recounts studies showing that people who reframe stressful situations as opportunities for growth consistently outperform those who see them as threats. Students who view exams as a chance to improve learning feel less stressed and perform better. Workers who see tight deadlines as an opportunity to showcase their abilities report higher job satisfaction and deliver superior results. This principle is about consciously choosing to view challenges as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks, unlocking a powerful mental leverage to navigate adversity. Then comes the Tetris Effect, a fascinating concept named after how players might see Tetris shapes in the real world after extended gameplay. This illustrates how our brains get wired to focus on certain patterns based on repetitive behavior. Achor suggests that by consciously training our minds to spot positive patterns, whether in our daily routines or at work, we can rewire our brains to see opportunities and solutions instead of problems. Our mental habits create a lens through which we view our environment. People stuck in negativity will consistently focus on obstacles, while those who practice recognizing the good develop a mindset that automatically seeks solutions, growth, and optimism. A compelling study he cites involved groups writing daily observations. The gratitude group showed increased happiness and decreased stress, proving that actively training the brain to notice positives fundamentally shifts one's baseline mindset. This principle reminds us, what we repeatedly focus on expands, and choosing to concentrate on the positive can profoundly reshape our reality. Following up introduces the transformative idea that setbacks can serve as powerful springboards for growth. Instead of spiraling into negativity after failure, those who choose to reframe adversity as an opportunity tend to thrive. Achor shares the story of a manager who lost a major client, but used the experience to reflect, adapt, and strengthen his strategy, leading to new, more successful relationships. He also introduces counteract, a technique where you mentally reframe a negative experience into something constructive. Missing a promotion, for instance, can become a chance to acquire new skills or pivot to a more aligned role. This mental exercise fosters resilience, helping us recover from setbacks and ultimately achieve greater success. The Zoro Circle principle teaches us to start small and build confidence gradually. Like the legendary hero who mastered small areas before expanding his influence, we're encouraged to take control of our lives step by step. When overwhelmed, we often become paralyzed. The Zoro Circle strategy advises focusing only on a small, manageable area of control. This builds a sense of mastery and momentum, which can then be extended to other areas. By narrowing our focus and setting small, achievable goals, we gradually expand our circle of control and confidence. Achor cites a study of law students who focused on one controllable area of their studies and significantly outperformed others. This principle helps break down daunting projects into manageable tasks, building the confidence needed to tackle larger, more complex challenges. Then there's the incredibly practical 20-second rule. This principle is all about making positive habits easier to start and bad habits harder to maintain by tweaking small aspects of our environment. The goal is to minimize resistance for good habits by just 20 seconds of effort and add small obstacles to discourage bad ones. Want to write every morning? Leave your notebook and pen on your desk. Want to spend less time on your phone? Keep it in another room. This approach empowers us because it doesn't rely on willpower, which is finite. Instead, it focuses on designing environments that make good behaviors almost automatic. Achor shares his own story of moving his guitar to a central spot in his living room to make daily practice easier, and removing batteries from his TV remote to curb impulsive viewing. Small, strategic adjustments can create a powerful ripple effect, transforming intentions into lasting habits and setting us up for long-term happiness and success. Finally, Achor emphasizes social investment, highlighting that one of the most critical keys to happiness and success is investing in our social connections. The strength of our relationships with friends, family, and colleagues plays a significant role in our overall well-being, building resilience against stress and energizing us. Research shows that people with strong social networks live longer, recover faster from illness, and are more successful in their careers. A Gallup study, for instance, found that employees with close friends at work are 7 times more likely to be engaged in their jobs. This principle isn't about quantity, but quality. A few meaningful relationships are far more beneficial than a large network of superficial connections. Happiness, Achor argues, is in large part a communal experience. One of the most powerful overarching concepts in the happiness advantage is what Achor calls the ripple effect. Our happiness isn't confined to us. It extends out to influence those around us. Happiness is contagious. When we choose a positive mindset, we not only enhance our own lives, but also improve the lives of those we interact with. Research shows that when one person in a social group becomes happier, their happiness spreads to others, even to friends of friends. This means that cultivating happiness isn't just a personal pursuit, it's a collective advantage. A leader who demonstrates optimism can transform an entire team's culture and productivity. By prioritizing our mental well-being and sharing those positive emotions, we create a supportive, uplifting environment that benefits everyone. In conclusion, the happiness advantage radically encourages us to rethink conventional wisdom. It flips the narrative. Happiness doesn't follow success. Happiness leads to success. By focusing on the positive, developing resilience, and leveraging our social connections, we can unlock untapped potential in ourselves and our organizations, creating lasting, meaningful change in our lives. Thank you so much for listening and joining us. If you enjoyed this audiobook summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more book summaries that help you expand your mind. Drop a comment below to let us know which book you'd like us to explore next, and we'll consider it for our upcoming episodes. We look forward to bringing you more valuable content right here on Page by Page. Until next time, keep learning and growing.